Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm the creator and author of the Get Resultsology system and a dedicated accountability coach. My mission is to empower solopreneurs to unlock their true potential, boost their income, and achieve extraordinary success by maximizing productivity, streamlining their businesses, and aligning their goals with their authentic vision and purpose. If you're ready to turn ambition into action and transform your goals into reality, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I'm delighted to say that our guest today is Lisa Zawrotny. And Lisa is the founder of Positively Productive Systems, host of the Positively Living podcast, and a productivity coach on a mission to change how we think about productivity. Lisa is dedicated to ditching the hustle mentality for a shame-free, sustainable approach. When Lisa's not coaching or podcasting, she's hanging out with her husband and teens, taking road trips, watching movies, and acting like a rock star. Her favourite way to recharge includes a cozy corner with a book, an iced coffee, and a cat on her lap. Lisa has helped hundreds of clients do less, live more, and breathe easier. Lisa, welcome to Goalbusters.
Thank you, Robin. I'm delighted to be here.
I'm delighted you're here too, and you managed to drag yourself away from the iced coffee and the cat. I'm very honoured.
Well, they might be nearby, but yes, I'm focused right now on you, and let's do this.
Excellent. Whereabouts in the world are you, Lisa?
I'm in the Finger Lakes area of New York State, so it's wine country, farm country, and it is beautiful. And finally, we're having spring here.
Oh yeah, we're finally having spring here too. I feel the empathy crossing the Atlantic Ocean as we speak. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you. Shall we do the questions then? Let's get started, shall we?
Yes.
All right, I'll just get the clock up on the screen. And there it goes. Lisa, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
It's those who've tried the traditional productivity approaches and they're struggling with them and thinking, what's wrong with me? And it's not them. And they're hoping there's got to be a better way. And the good news, there is. These are people who juggle more than most and don't have the capacity or the energy. Caregivers, multi-passionate creatives, neurodiverse individuals, and those with chronic illnesses.
Okay, that's a very interesting list. Thank you very much. And absolutely agree with you. So what exactly, though, it's drilled down a little bit, is the problem or problems that you solve, please, Lisa?
Well, the initial one really is the overwhelm. I'm here to help calm the storm. And that overwhelm that leads to burnout, it comes from having too much to do, not doing the right things, not knowing what to do next, and feeling paralyzed by that. All the stress, all the guilt, the frustration. We do it by finding true productivity. That's doing the right thing at the right time, the right way for you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's very clear and very interesting once again. So along the lines of the problems that you solve, what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them to solve that problem?
This comes from my professional organizer days, where when you go to organize a space, you declutter first. So you don't want to organize what you don't intend to keep. You need to declutter first. So start with your brain always, because that's what's going to process everything around you, make the decisions, figure out what you need to do. So declutter your brain, and that is by doing a mind sweep, as David Allen calls it. I borrow from his process of getting things done. And you also may call it a brain dump. And I have a package, actually, a guided mind sweep that you can get at positivelyproductive.com/sweep that will help you through this process. But really, 5 minutes, clear your brain, declutter it. That is your first step always.
Excellent. Or in my case, where I have a very cluttered mind, a mind vacuum cleaner. All right. So So we've established then that you know a lot about getting productive. And so now that we have a better understanding of that, let's dive into goal busting, which spookily enough is focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve business goals. So I'm going to be really greedy now and ask you if you
Mhm.
could share any more tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits.
I would love to. And I have three going, and let's see what we have the time for. But let's go in order of importance because we always want to prioritize, right? Make sure we're getting the big dominoes. And the first big domino is I love the quote that I found once upon a time. I don't even know who to attribute to it. And it's when life doesn't add up, subtract. And this goes along with the decluttering, but allow me to expand upon that a little so you understand what I'm saying. When you have challenges, problems, when you want to fix, when you're looking for a solution, stop adding to do it. Start subtracting. We are wired to search outside of ourselves for solutions, to find that next app, that next platform, maybe another calendar. How many planners do you have in a drawer that you have tried? Ask me how I know, right? Instead, declutter, simplify, reduce. Some of the best ways to get stuff off your to-do list is by deleting them. So that's tip number one. If you take anything away from today, it's think about how you can reduce and don't let that idea that more complex and more means better.
Thank you. Perfect. Did you have any more?
I do.
Let's
The
go for
next
it.
is consider, and this is one of the ways in which I coach that I feel is different, is think about energy management over time management. I know traditional productivity talks about time management, but really you're managing you and what you do in that time. So I want you to pay close attention to what energizes you because that helps you show up differently. You know what I mean. What you can do in 10 minutes when you're energized, properly fueled, snacked up, you're good to go. That's far different than when you are drained. So think about what energizes you, what drains you, and pay closer attention to that and the timing than you do the time because that's going to make a huge difference in your productivity.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Lisa. Very interesting indeed. I'm sorry if I'm a bit greedy there, but you know so much and we're packing it in, or you're packing it in, you're getting so much done in the time we have available. And so one final question. What should I have asked you today, Lisa, that I didn't? And of course, what is your answer?
Well, I'm not a fan of shoulds. What I would have liked you to ask is maybe what compassion has to do with all this, what shame free has to do with all this. And so, what I want to encourage you is this idea that you can't hate yourself into a version you love. You can't force yourself into productivity when finesse and flexibility are going to do so much more for you. Compassion promotes resilience. It encourages curiosity, which in turn promotes innovation. These are the things that you want. These are how you are going to tweak and finesse how you approach everything. And it's going to bring so much more life satisfaction as you do, which isn't that the point?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And going back just a couple of questions ago, we were talking about having loads of planners. I actually talk about the very phenomenon. You said, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got a cupboard full of them. And the
Yeah,
point about them is most of them are quite brilliant, aren't they? They're really and very insightful and brilliant.
of
But
course.
for some reason, and you and I both know what those reasons are, they don't last. They don't last. That's thus we have a cupboard full of them. And not only do we have a cupboard full of them, but in my case, and you're probably the same, you've probably got a cupboard full of the same one that you've bought again and again and again because it worked for a while, and then
It
it
did.
and then it didn't. And it isn't that they don't work. It's about how do you maintain the momentum, which is what you're all about and what I'm all about. And so thank you so much. It's very, very rich that what you've shared with us today. It feels like we've been talking for like an hour, but in fact, as the clock says, you did all of that in 7 minutes.
You gotta love that. That's productivity.
Yeah, that's productivity. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. We should make an advert about that, shouldn't we?
I think
Okay.
we're the
So
people to do that.
You even managed in the 7 minutes to sneak in your link to your valuable free resource, which I'm going to ask you to repeat or add to if you can, please, because now is the time when I always ask, how can people reach you? And also, do you have a valuable free resource? Hello, we've already found out that you do, that they could get hold of to find out more about what you do and get more of this wonderful technology that you're sharing with us today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. So my hub, positivelyproductive.com, is where you can find me and all the other places that I play, the resources I offer, the podcast. I said positivelyproductive.com/sweep is for the mind sweep. But if you go to /resources, you can find not only the mind sweep, but a productivity toolkit that helps you understand you personally, all of your character strengths and core values and personality traits and things like that. And of course, you're listening to an amazing podcast. If you want to hop over to mine and listen there, I'd be honored. And if you just want to play and laugh and have fun and see productivity differently, come find me on Instagram at positively_Lisa. I promise you a bunch of laughs, even if I didn't mean it.
Okay, that's fine. And just to be clear, because I did mention it in the introduction, but that was hours ago. What's the name of your podcast so people can look it up, please?
It's Positively Living, Shame-Free Productivity Conversations.
Oh, I'd never be shame-free, but I appreciate the rest. Thank you.
It's a different kind of shame. We're shame-free about the productivity.
Yes, indeed. Lisa, it's been a lot of fun and it's been fascinating. Thank you so much. A very productive call, I feel.
Well, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for inviting me into this space, Robin.
It's been absolutely my pleasure. Thank you, Lisa, and bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate, and review it on your favorite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.